I've always known that Opel is, the German version of Vauxhall.
I didn't know that, no.
No, I wasn't, no.
No, I wasn't aware of that.
I knew about that because there's quite a few companies that have the different brandings depending on different areas, and a lot of companies do that. Just sometimes it's linguistics, and other times it's just for copyright reasons.
My dad buys cars all the time, and so he always talks about getting an Opel instead of a Vauxhall. And he also used to live in the Czech Republic, so obviously out there it's Opel.
I was aware of that, yes. Obviously Germans make good cars, so a degree of sense in having them made in Germany.
Well, it's not very good, is it? It should be produced in this country.
Hardly any cars are made in the UK now.
Well, that's usually a business decision for whatever reasons. I believe that the British Vauxhall are actually very good at what they do and make very good quality cars.
I don't really think anything about it, to be honest. I mean, I work in the motoring industry, so I know most things about where most cars are made. I know, like, most Japanese cars, for example, Nissans and Toyotas, and that are all built in Britain. It doesn't really have much effect on me.
I don't think it matters too much, really, because it's not sort of misleading in any great sense. It's not attempting to profit out of something. I think it's just the way it's worked out, so I don't think there's any real problem with that at all.
I think they should just have one brand everywhere, but I'm sure there was some reason behind it. They probably bought a company or something, I don't know.
I'm not particularly brand loyal in that regard. From what I understand, it's not necessarily Vauxhall's fault if stuff gets closed, because it's all part of GM and it's really out of their hands anyway.
I'm afraid no matter what you buy now, the owners of the company are generally India or something like that now, or Russians now. They're the only people who can afford to buy these companies.
It would be influential in my decision. I'm pretty anti jobs being taken away from the UK. That would be a decision, yeah.
I think unfortunately it's part of life that factories are closing all over. And I can't, sometimes when I can, such as farm produce, etc., I'll buy British. But when you're talking about something expensive like a car, you've got to look at the other things, because it's big expense and you can't always afford to buy British.
Yeah, I would still buy a Vauxhall if it was the right car, yes. It's an Opel or whatever it was, if it was the right car. But maybe a less chance.
I think if you really like the car, you're going to buy it irrelevant.
I don't think it would honestly make all the difference to me.